This one genealogy. 1 Chronicles 26. 1 calls the gatekeeper Meshelemia the son of Ka. 2. A Levite, the son of Imnah and the gatekeeper to the east of the temple in King Hezekiah's day. He was in charge of the voluntary offerings of the true God, to give Jehovah's contribution and the most holy things, and had other men under his control. 2 Ch 31. 14-16. Costhorn, a descendant of Judah. Cos became father to Anub and Zobeba and the families of Ahahul the son of Haram. 1 Ch 4. 1, 8. Cushai Cushmiddle.Ear, a Levite of the family of Merari and the father or ancestor of Ethan, one of the group of Levite singers and musicians of David's day. 1 Ch 15. 16, 17. Cushai is evidently called Kishi at 1 Chronicles 6. 44. Kyrios, Sea Lord. Ladoramiddle.Da, a descendant of Judah and the second named of Sheila's two sons. He is referred to as the father of Mareshah. 1 Ch 4. 21. Laban White. 1. The grandson of Abraham's brother Nahor. He was the son of Bethuel and the brother of Rebekah. Ge 24. 15, 29. 28. 5, and he was the father of Leah and Rachel. Ge 29. 16. Laban resided at the city of Haran in Padanaram, an area of Mesopotamia. Ge 24. 10. 27. 43. 28. 6. 29. 4, 5. Laban is called the son of Bethuel the Syrian, literally, the Aramean. He is also referred to as Laban the Syrian. Ge 28. 5. 25. 20. 31. 20. 24. This designation is fitting in view of the fact that he was a resident of Padanaram, which means plain flatland of Aram, Syria. Laban was a Semite dwelling in a region occupied by persons speaking Aramaic, a Semitic language. To the vicinity just mentioned, aged Abraham sent his servant to find a wife for Isaac. Ge 24. 1-4, 10. When Laban heard Rebekah's account of her encounter with Abraham's servant and saw the gifts she had been given, he went running to the servant, addressed him as one blessed by Jehovah, and extended hospitality to him. Ge 24. 28-32. Laban subsequently took a leading part in the negotiations concerning the marriage of Rebekah, the approval for the marriage coming from both him and his father, Bethuel. Ge 24. 50-61. Years later, to escape Esau's vengeance and to obtain a wife, Jacob traveled to the home of his uncle Laban at Haran. Ge 27. 41. 28. 5. By this time Laban had two daughters, Leah and Rachel. Ge 29. 16, and possibly also sons. Ge 31. 1. Laban made an agreement with Jacob that for 7 years of service he would receive Laban's younger daughter Rachel as wife. However, Laban tricked Jacob on his wedding night by substituting the older daughter Leah for Rachel, brushing Jacob's protests aside by appealing to local custom and then offering Rachel Otextoi acute Miritra longo, Lobdanum 186 and color-patched sheep, the dark brown sheep among the young rams, and any color-patched and speckled she-goats. Ge 30. 31-34, but Jacob's later words to Leah and Rachel, and also to Laban. Ge 31. 4-9, 41 indicate that during succeeding years Laban frequently altered this original agreement when it turned out that Jacob's flocks were increasing greatly. Laban's attitude toward Jacob was not the same as formerly, and at Jehovah's direction Jacob decided to return to his homeland with his family and flocks. Ge 31. 1-5, 13, 17, 18. On the third day after Jacob's secret departure, Laban learned of it and pursued Jacob, catching up with him in the mountainous region of Gilead. However, a warning from God prevented Laban from harming Jacob. Ge 31. 19-24. When they met, Laban and Jacob quarreled. Jacob pointed to his 20 years of faithful service and hard work and showed how Laban had dealt with him unfairly, changing his wages 10 times. Ge 31. 36-42. Laban was very concerned about retrieving the teraphim, or household idols, which Rachel, unknown to Jacob, had stolen. These he was unable to find, for Rachel kept them concealed. Laban may have become influenced in his religious ideas by the moon-worshipping people among whom he dwelt, and this may be indicated by his use of omens and his possession of teraphim. However, it should be noted that it was likely more than merely religious reasons that made Laban so anxious to locate and retrieve the teraphim. Tablets unearthed at Nuzini Kirkuk, Iraq, reveal that, according to the laws of patriarchal times in that particular area, possession of such household idols by a woman's husband could give him the right to appear in court and claim the estate of his deceased father-in-law. Hence, Laban may have thought that Jacob himself stole the teraphim in order to dispossess Laban's own sons later. This may explain why, on failing to locate the household gods, Laban was anxious to conclude an agreement with Jacob that would ensure that Jacob would not go back with the household gods after Laban's death to deprive